King of the Dot, Blackout 5, February 7th, February 8th. Prediction blog. We don't know who the hell's battling. How am I gonna do a prediction blog? What I did was wrote all the names on random pieces of paper. Did a random draw, you know, picked names out of a hat. I got some educated guesses and some random ones. Maybe we're right, most likely we're not. Who cares? Let's have some fun with some battle rap shit. Title match, Pat Stay versus Sharon. I think Pat Stay's the better battler, but I think if Sharon is ever going to win this battle, it would be now since he has so much momentum, but I still got Pat Stay. They just announced a main event, Shotty Horror and Hitman Holla. I predict Hitman Holla will have an amazing first round. Shotty Horror will also have an amazing first round. Hitman Holla probably won't keep up to the momentum of his first round. And Shotty Horror will probably forget his bars somewhere along there and start freestyling, although his freestyle is amazing. So that battle can go either way. I think Mad Child and Dumbfounded are battling. Just because of the whole successful artist outside of battle rap. You got, you know, Dumbfounded, he's got his following right now. He's like really, you know, on the scene as far as like, you know, virtual, you know, YouTube, you know, success story. You know what I mean? Outside of battle rap, you got Mad Child, Underground, you know what I'm saying? I think he went platinum, Underground and stuff like that. Regardless, they're both very successful. So I think they're trying to match them two up. If that goes down, I got Dumbfounded, man. Dumbfounded is nice. I think Mad Child is gonna do some very interesting wizardry bars. You know, where else do you hear wizardry bars? You never hear that shit anywhere else. So I'm interested to hear it if, you know, that's the battle going down. But I give it a Dumbfounded. I think and Bishop Brigante are battling. I got a hunch about that one. Just because, you know, league owner versus league owner type thing, you know, King of the Dot and Don't Flop had some tension there for a while, you know, why not settle it on the stage? If that goes down, I think it'll be a very close battle. I got Erg personally. I think Erg is absolutely amazing with his bars and everything like that. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if Bishop Brigante pulled the upset, just because haven't heard him in this setting in a long time. When it happens, it's surprising. When you hear someone come back, it's surprising, and it'll probably be refreshing because I don't think his style is gonna be like, you know, what everyone else is doing right now. Another educated guess, 24/7 versus DNA. The reason why I say this is because 24/7 was wholehearted, like solid about not coming back. I saw an interview, dude said he was like, he became like an English teacher or some shit like that, and he hadn't been writing music, writing raps, nothing. He was like completely done. So I feel like if he was gonna come back, it would have been against DNA because he called DNA out years ago on Grind Time. If that battle goes down, I think it'll be an interesting matchup. I think if DNA comes prepared, a prepared DNA is just tough to beat because he's very creative. Although I really like 24/7, but I feel like there might be a little bit of ring rust, so I'm gonna go with DNA on that one. My last educated guess before we get to the randoms, Shuffle T versus Kid Twist. I think this is gonna be a battle of the funny, pretty boy white dudes. That's what this battle is, in my opinion. And if I gotta pick one, I'm gonna go with Shuffle T. I think not only is he hilarious, but he also has a way, him and Marlo, the work that they do together, they have a way of having amazing material while still being funny. And Kid Twist hasn't fared too well in his past couple battles, even though I think this might be more up his alley than his other few battles, but I still kind of got Shuffle T. So that's the educated guesses. This is part 2 now. We're gonna get to the randoms. All right. So first random matchup selected, Serious Jones versus Head Ice. That might be a possibility. I think Head Ice called out Serious Jones some years ago. I think he also called out Math and a couple other people. I think he called Midwest Miles, if I'm not mistaken. That would be an interesting battle. I'd probably go with Head Ice. I think Head Ice has transcended nicely, even though he had a time period where, you know, maybe people just weren't really rocking with him like that. He kind of disappeared off the grid for a little bit, but he's been very consistent. But I think if Serious Jones was gonna battle anybody on this card, I think him and Head Ice would make the most sense. But I got Head Ice in that one. Marv 1 versus Conceited. That's an interesting battle. I probably go with Marv 1. He's got a lot of momentum going off of the Lotta Zay battle and as well as the Charlie Clips battle. Yeah, I got Marv 1 on that one. Not clearly, because you know, Conceited is Conceited at the end of the day, but I think I got Marv 1 on that one. Next in the randoms, Illmaculate versus T-Rex. See, that would actually be an interesting matchup. Number one, they're both short. Number two, they're both kind of like, it's kind of like the DNA Sharon battle where they're kind of like polar opposites of each other in opposite realms, but very respected. They're both legends in where they come from, and where they come from is two opposite worlds within battle rap. So I think that would be an interesting matchup. I think in that arena, I think Illmaculate might best them, but you know, Rex is Rex at the end of the day. You know, Rex goes other people, you know, to other people's hometowns and stuff like that. Not saying that Canada is Immaculate's hometown, but I'm just saying he can, you know, he can go other places and still rock. So, but I think Illmaculate might best him. I think his material might work better for the crowd, but there'll probably be a lot of excitement for them seeing T-Rex for the first time up there. So, but I'm going with Immaculate. Next one, Holohan versus Big T. Crazy aggression and drug bars versus an unorthodox style. I don't know, man. Holohan doesn't have the same like fire that he had to me at one point. So, and Big T is starting to kind of gain back his momentum that he kind of had at one point. Yeah. Big T's last couple battles have been pretty good. You know, he battled Gemini out in the UK, and he battled Active on the Ether card, which he was one of the only good performances on there. So I'm gonna go with Big T. I think he's starting to get some of his, you know, momentum back a little bit. I think he's adjusted. He's starting to adjust to preparing for battles in a shorter amount of time, whereas before he'd do like 1 or 2 a year. So I'm gonna go with Big T on that one. Roan versus Chilla Jones. That's an interesting matchup. I don't want to doubt Roan. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally think Roan is really, really dope. But you know, Chilla has adjusted his style tremendously. I'm gonna go with Roan. Just because. I'm gonna go with Roan. Just because I think a lot of people would just automatically go for Chilla Jones. It could go either way, but I'm just gonna go with Roan just because. Fuck it. And you know, he unfortunately gets a lot of his battles ducked out, so I actually want to see him fucking battle this time. You know what I'm saying? And it not be on 6 hours of preparation in a rematch. You know what I mean? The last one out of the randoms, Quest McCody versus Arsenal. That would actually be a really, really dope matchup. If that's not happening on this card, most likely it's not, because supposedly, I believe Arsenal said something about he has a big rematch in February, and it would make sense that it's this card. But if that's not happening, I wouldn't mind seeing Quest McCody and Arsenal, man. I really wouldn't mind seeing that. I think in that battle, listen, man, Quest McCody's my boy. I've been a fan of his for a long time, since the freestyle era and all that stuff, but Arsenal is really tough to beat, especially up there. They love him up there, so I'm gonna go with Arsenal. So, King of the Dot, Blackout 5 recap. You know, throw some names in the hat, pick some random ones out. Let's have some fun with this shit, alright? My name is Rudy Rudacious, Third Society Entertainment, Third Society Radio. We're here at musicfiend.com. You know what I mean? Third Society Radio every Monday, 8 to 10. You can tune in. My man Shicey behind the camera. We out. Peace.